At the age of 9, life was easy. Boys and girls were able to be friends. Just friends, with no ulterior motives and no pesky hormones getting in the way. That's the way things were between me and my best friend, Alyssa Dawson. Simple. Easy. Whether we were at her house on a Sunday afternoon playing Monopoly with her brother Josh, watching a movie, or swimming at the local pool, it was all effortless. Life itself was something measured in the moments of fun between the drudgery of school lessons and helping with chores. Marriage, kids, the future, they were all foreign concepts not needing any consideration on a day-to-day basis. A career was something parents had and didn't require any thought outside of creating an endless list of when I grow ups. My own list was a little less endless than most. It only ever consisted of one item. One goal. I would be a V8 driver, or I would die trying. At some point after 9, things changed. There was no discernible moment when it happened. It just did. One day, things were uncomplicated. The next, they were different. Girls were no longer just people to befriend on the playground. They were interesting in a way that boys never were. At least, not for me. Girls became mystifying and bizarre. At that point, it seemed like boys and girls couldn't be just friends anymore. That's how it was with Alyssa and me. She was still my best friend, but something had shifted. When we entered high school, I noticed things about her that I'd never seen before. And it wasn't just the obvious physical changes like her boobs and hips. 100 smaller things grabbed my attention without me even realizing I'd seen them. Little things like the way her lips would caress the end of a pencil as she studied, the way her fingers would twine loosely in her chestnut hair when she was deep in thought, the way her mouth would curl up in a secretive smile when she daydreamed, her cute pout when something didn't go her way, and the fire that flashed in her eyes when someone pissed her off. It wasn't just Alyssa either. By the time I was 15, it was like all girls were a different species that both fascinated and frightened me. They all gave me the feeling of snakes writhing in my belly, hand-quivering pit of my stomach dread when I needed to talk to them alone. They all made me yearn for things that I didn't really understand, newly awakened desires that filled my nights with fantasies. Emotions I could no longer control roiled and dwelled within me. More than anything, I wanted to experience the soft caress of lips like the ones Alyssa wrapped around her pencils. Have gentle fingers stroke my hair or trail along my skin. About the same time I first noticed those things, life in general changed. In no time at all, things became complicated. Our focus was no longer board games, TV, and summer fun, but study, university, careers, and, well, life in the broader sense. The future was no longer a distant objective we could worry about at a later date. It was real, and it was happening. We each needed to make a plan for the future and work hard to earn it. In order to steer our lives in the right direction, we had to make choices. I had to make choices. My vision for what I wanted had always been so clear, but suddenly I was paralyzed with fear. What if I chose wrong?